Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard and go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your hosts. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, my guy? What's up with you, dog? I know it's Saturday for you, but it's Friday. Happy Friday to everybody here in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday, baby. You know what I'm saying? I know it's Saturday for you. What's up, my guy?
No, man. Chilling. Got a game today. So just
Oh. You or the kids?
Friendly. Me. The kids, we have a friendly game again tomorrow.
A friendly game?
Yeah.
How did that friendly game? Oh, like a scrimmage or some type of shit? Or you just going out there just getting it in?
Yeah, just preseason game. Before.
Okay. Okay.
All
right.
Tweaking the stuff, working what we need to work on, things like that.
Yeah. What you gonna do out there? What you need to work on?
Like me specifically?
Yeah. You nigga. Yeah, you.
I would say my fitness.
The fitness,
like
endurance and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you mean all right? So I mean, I guess you working. You ain't got a lot of time to go out there and run and do sprints or whatever the fuck the case may be. You know what I mean? So I guess that ain't the case now. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got shit going on and shit. You know what I mean? But shit, yeah, you need to work on that.
I mean, we play a game a week, so it'll be all right.
How much time do you got to yourself to train?
Because I train with the kids every day almost, right? Like I'm with the kids Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
And Saturday we have games, and then Sundays we have games. So I could do something on my own, you know what I mean? Because we only train Tuesdays and Thursdays, senior team. So with my kids, we train more than the seniors. So as long as I'm with them staying active, doing what I'm doing, then should be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's good. Then yeah, make sure you get that motherfucking endurance up. Because if you're gonna be out here on the fucking foot on the soccer field, we don't need you out there talking about, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying?
You wilding right now. 100% wilding. What you dealing with though?
Man, I'm chilling, man. It's Friday, dog. You know what I mean? We ain't doing no cooking today. Motherfucker ordered some pizza just not too long ago, nigga. We're gonna pizza this joint up for the day, and then we'll cook something again tomorrow. But it's the weekend, nigga. You know what I mean? Basketball this evening, you know what I'm saying? Jayson Tatum returning tonight to Boston. You know what I mean? Go see what he gonna do out there. Let's jump right into that, man. Let's go ahead and get up into that Jayson Tatum joint, because we know less than 10 months ago, you know what I mean, he tore his Achilles in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Tore his Achilles in the playoffs. And tore his Achilles in the playoffs, man. He's trying to make a comeback. You know what I'm saying? With him making that comeback though, the Achilles is probably the worst injury you could have. You know what I mean? As far as like in sports, you know what I mean? Maybe ACL is probably next, unless you're talking about something with your neck or your spine or something like that. You know what I mean? But Achilles is definitely, you know what I mean? Used to be a career, life-changing, whole everything. He was over with. You know what I'm saying? But with the way technology is right now, boys is coming back off surgeries. You know what I mean? You remember Cam Akers from with the Rams. He tore his Achilles. And he came back in 6 fucking months and was running the football like it wasn't nothing. I'm like, damn, that you heal good, and the technology of the surgery these days is just next level or otherworldly, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So, but look though, do you think, you know what I'm saying, should there be any concerns with him coming back off of Achilles? He's ahead of schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like, should there be like any real deal concerns though?
No, I mean, listen, if he's coming back from an Achilles injury and he's coming back this soon, then clearly he has made a recovery. You know what I mean? You're not just coming back from an Achilles tear and then you're like, oh, what's going to happen? No, like, yeah, there's going to be some, because he has to progress as, and get into the NBA speed of things and all that. That's normal if that could be your concern. But in terms of like, if he's back already, that means he's done all the necessary things to get back to that, to that, into the season, onto the team. He got back and did all the necessary things, all the, the doctor, the medicine that we have in today's day and age. A
Yeah,
lot of people are coming back from Achilles injuries now, and some are still playing at a high level, right?
yeah,
So I don't see that as something like before. I think a lot of people would tear the Achilles, and then it was like a career-ending thing. But I don't think now. Well, especially with him, Jason Tatum, he's still young, right? He's
yeah.
still mad young. So
Still
it's
young.
different when, yeah, it's still different when you have someone like KD doing it, and he was like 30 something years old. You know what I mean? Then you're kind
Yep.
of like, oh shoot, is he going to come back and be able to be as explosive or whatever the case may be? But KD came back and has done that. Now that's why people kind of tend to look at, oh, Dame doing it. Oh, okay, he's a bit older now too, right? So now you're thinking about him and being like, oh, is he gonna have the same explosiveness? Is he gonna have that same burst? And we don't know, but because Jason Tatum is such a young guy, and that you know we feel that he should at least be 80-90% of the player that he still was. You know what I
Damn,
mean?
80,
And also
90?
yeah, and I mean, yeah, I don't know if he's going to be 100% the same player. We have to wait and see. But because
Yeah.
he's so young, you kind of think that he can get back to that. And Jason Tatum is not a player that also just relies on athleticism as well. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
he's a crafty player. You know what I mean? He can shoot the basketball to some
Yeah,
degree. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm not talking about when he was playing in the U.S. team. I'm not talking about then, but I'm talking. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, and see, motherfuckers called me a hater when I was talking about him. I said, yo, nigga, in the Olympics, Jason Tatum they was on Steve Kerr ass. I'm like, I'm watching these, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but I'm watching these Olympics like, what the fuck y'all mad at Steve Kerr for? This nigga's getting so many shots, so many opportunities. He's missing open looks, missing contested looks. The nigga missing layups. He missing dunks, mid-range. Steve Kerr has been in the finals year after year. He knows at that moment right in present time in the Olympics, like I said, it was killers needed for those moments. And Jason Tatum did not fit the description. You feel me? So that's why he wasn't in. He did it himself. Keep going.
Yeah, so it's not so the concern's going to be, um is he going to be the same player, 100% the same player? That's about it. Him coming back this early just means he was working on the clock, you know what I mean, doing whatever he could do necessary to get back this year.
Yeah.
So I have no you know no concerns, you know what I mean, no concerns at all. And I'm excited to see his debut tonight, man. Excited to see what's going to be happening.
All right, for me, man, I think there should be a concern because the injury is. I know he been obviously. You're not gonna get to this point where he at now without putting the work in around the clock, 24/7, 25/8, however you want to look at it. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But this is a real significant injury. You know what I mean? And if I'm the Dallas Mavericks in this game tonight, because one thing for sure is that when a guy comes back. You don't want him coming back busting your ass. You don't want him coming back so he look like the goddamn hero and all of that type of shit. I'm going to be out there testing him out. If I'm PJ Washington, Cooper Flag, Clay, or whoever out there going to be playing defense on the perimeter, I'm going back in that game looking at Jayson Tatum. Which foot was that he tore his Achilles on? Oh, it's the left foot. All right, cool. I'm gonna make sure I want to jab him to my right. I want to jab him all night long to make him press on that left foot. because you're gonna have to get back in position. You have to use that left foot to push off of. I want to see, I want to get play physical defense on him to see how he's moving out here. If we got him in the post, I want to see if he can get physical. And because in the post, you got to use your legs, and when you use your legs, you use your feet. You know what I mean? You can't move your legs without moving your feet, and all of that is going to use power and stuff too. So I'm out here really, trying to put him to the test to see how he really moving out here, and however long he's going to be out there, diminish restriction, you know what I mean? So he's not going to be out here looking like a hero and trying to be, the talk of, the talk shows Monday when they come back on type shit, you know what I mean? Including us, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the concern for me would be, like I said, just, maybe you see the East is wide open right now. So the window of opportunity for Boston to get to the finals and shit and try to make something happen, it's open right now. It's open like hallways, and I don't want him to be, coming back too early because he see that opportunity to try to get another championship when he may not be ready, or even if he think he's ready, and when you get out there in full game mode, full speed mode, that's another thing. In transition, if he's guarding me, I'm sprinting up the court full speed. I gotta see what we're dealing with here. I gotta see if he gonna be to keep up, and if we see that and he getting around screens and he's looking like Jayson Tatum and he probably gonna play 15 to 20 minutes a night. You know what I'm saying? If he's looking like that, cool. But if he's just standing around in the corner doing the minimal shit, you know what I mean? Because people are gonna want to see him with the ball in his hands. But if you just standing over in the corner like he be doing in the clutch moments type shit, you know what I mean? When the game is on the line, he's standing over in the corner and Jaylen Brown and shit going to work type shit. This ain't the day for that. We want to see what you going to do. So the concern for me was coming back too early of this severe injury, even though he's young, and coming back thinking he's ready, but he's really not, because whatever you was doing in the 5-on-5 drills, I mean, was they pushing that motherfucker to the limit like game speed? We don't know. Maybe they was, and maybe he just went through some workouts and didn't feel no pain. I don't know, but I hope I'm not wishing no injury on nobody, so I hope he come back and he cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but those would be my only concerns though, because if I'm the other team, I'm going to try to test him out. I'm putting him in every screening role, every last one. I want to see your defense.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to just change your whole game plan just to see if this nigga can go. You know what I mean? There's going to be plenty of times in the offense to see, if Jayson Tatum is looking right or not. You know what I mean? But you're not going to just strictly try and go at, Jayson Tatum. You know what I mean?
They do a lot of screen and roll, and I'm going to have him in a lot of them. If I'm Dallas, if I'm handling the ball in Dallas, I want to see what you on. I want to see, because if it ain't looking right, I'm going to attack you all night in that left foot or whichever foot it was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too concerned. I mean, I think you can go at him in moments for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna come back this early, you know what I'm saying, and not be prepared and ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to see tonight. I'm trying to see for myself.
No, for sure. But you take in like him coming back this early obviously means like he's done everything necessary to get back. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much that. So I hope that I want to see a healthy Jayson Tatum. I want to see the same Jayson Tatum and see how well he can contribute to this team, because the team is in a good situation right now, right? And that's also a big part, right? So this is a good thing to talk about right now too.
Yeah.
Like what's going to happen, because I think we can all confirm, like, we don't think Boston's going to win no championship, especially without no Jayson Tatum, right? So now that the team is playing so well, right? Are they second in the East or whatever the case may be? When Jayson Tatum comes back, so what is it? Is it if he plays well? If he's playing bad, right? And they're like, if they're losing and he starts coming in and they start losing, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? Do you limit him? You know what I'm saying? Because they're playing so well right now. Like, is it like a lose-lose situation for him? Because then if he comes in now, you know what I'm saying, and they get into the playoffs and it starts getting to that point, like, what do you do with Jayson Tatum, knowing that you've done so well? And they might go damn well have to play Charlotte. So they go play Charlotte now.
Charlotte just bust that ass the other night. And I can tell you right now, they will attack that ass on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? As far as like, you know, ball handling, coming off of screens, all of that type of shit, they will definitely put that foot to test. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see Charlotte in the first. Nobody wants to see Charlotte in the first round right now. If you one of the top teams, you know what I'm saying, you 1, 2, 3, you don't want to run into Charlotte, bro. I don't care who you are. You don't want, because they don't have nothing to lose. If they lose, nobody's going to care. Nobody's getting blamed. Nobody's getting fired. Nobody's getting traded. You know what I'm saying? They on a rise. They're on a rise. Yeah, they're one of the hottest teams in the league right now. But they not looked at as one of them title contenders. Nobody's having, they'll have no as good as they playing right now, they'll have no expectations. But you don't want to see them. So they can definitely, yeah, for sure. I'm with you right there. But to answer your question, I'm all about team, bro. If you come back, if you come back and we're doing worse and we see it, we could try to work. That's part of coaching, right? We're gonna try to work you in here to try to, you know, maybe you don't need to start, motherfucker. Maybe you need to come off the bench. Maybe you don't need to be in the starting lineup because these boys been starting all season long. We second in the East, been playing great basketball. We got an MVP candidate running the show, and you ain't even been here. So for you not to be here, and we doing great, and you come back and we start not doing as well, because what we do know is what? Jayson Tatum is a Kobe Bryant guy. Remember, he texting Kobe Bryant and shit. I got you, all this shit. And he went in the finals. You seen against y'all. You seen it. This motherfucker was just shooting. I said it during the finals. I said, he think he Kobe. He think he Kobe. He just shoot. Realize what you are not. You're not Kobe fucking Bryant. So in those moments this year and right now, or in the playoffs or whatever, he's going to want that moment. Because that's probably what he's seen Kobe go back and shoot the 2 free throws on his fucked up Achilles. You know what I mean? Or he wants that Mamba mentality, what niggas say, you know what I mean? So I don't care nothing about that. I'm about team. And if you come back and we not doing as well, we're going to have to try to fit you in certain parts of the game. You can't be in the starting lineup. And that's okay because basketball takes chemistry. If you come back, and you fucking, and shit's going downhill, obviously you fucking up the chemistry. Obviously, you know, unless you're telling me you're just gonna be a stand around in the corner guy and shoot open threes. So, and I don't think you're gonna do that. So, if they're not doing as well, I'm trying to find a different way. You're not gonna be in the starting lineup. You come off the bench for the remainder of the playoffs, nigga. Until you go through a whole training camp and all of that, and we come back fully healthy and we ready. And you back in the starting lineup.
Yeah, because that's the tough part about it. Because, yeah, we don't know, man. You start playing, they're already doing so well. It's like he comes in and you just hope that, or not hope, like you're wondering what's going to really happen if they're not, you know, they start maybe, you know, not understanding how to use this player that is, you know, just coming back from the Achilles injury.
Yeah.
And chemistry's a bit off. You're gonna be like, okay, so was it right to bring him back? You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, they're bringing him back right now. So, you know, there's no bringing him, and now there's no you bringing him back and you can't not play him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like he's back now, so he has to kind of play.
Yeah.
There's no like not playing. So, we'll, you know, that's the big question.
Yeah. Upon his return, no, he's returning tonight against the Mavericks. Does this make them NBA like favorites in the East? Does this make them like, you know, okay, oh man, they going back to the finals. They going to the finals now that Jayson Tatum is back. What you think?
If he's healthy and he looks good, yes. They're playing so well, Boston right now, without their so-called best player.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like if the 2012 Miami Heat went to the finals without LeBron, and then LeBron comes, I mean, the playoffs, and then LeBron comes back. Not saying he's on the same level as LeBron.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like if a team comes, you know, no Wemby on San Antonio and they're winning basketball games, if he comes back into the playoffs and he looks like, you know, and he looks like that healthy, the same player, you're looking like, yeah, they have a damn chance. They have their favorites, because at the end of the day, Detroit is still just a team that had one playoff appearance. Those guys have one playoff experience. This Boston team has been getting to the Eastern Conference Finals for damn near how long now? It's been
Yeah,
like I don't even know, since
yeah,
LeBron was in fucking Cleveland.
yeah. Like
So
2018, just 2018 type shit.
yeah, so they have the experience. Let's be
Hmm.
very clear here. You know what I mean? So with him coming back 1000% makes them a favorite in the East. It's not even a question because you already know the East is not looking great at the
Right,
moment. You know,
right,
you have like we all still don't believe in New York. Yeah, they're doing their thing. No one believes in them. You know what I'm saying? Detroit is the best team, but they young. You know what I'm saying? That's their first time doing this. You know what I'm saying? The only teams that is like Giannis is not there. What we talking about, right? You
right.
have Toronto in there. Do we believe Toronto? I think Toronto's a sleeper, but do we believe Toronto really? You know what I'm saying? Like all these teams that are new coming out in here.
Giannis is there, but it don't mean they ain't hitting on nothing.
Yeah, but he ain't even in the plane. He's not in the plane.
No,
Is what I'm saying.
absolutely not.
Yeah,
No,
so he's not. He might not even. Might not even be there, bro. You know what I'm
he
saying?
ain't gonna
So
be there.
it's not looking the greatest, bro.
Yeah,
It is not looking the greatest in the East. So yeah, 100%, hundred
yeah,
percent, bro.
yeah. I mean, I'm with you. Every single word you said. You know what I mean? That would I think as long as they don't take a drop off, like chemistry fucked up or whatever, and they can still do what they do and add Jayson Tatum and he's back to being himself, yeah, that would make him a favorite. For sure. Like I said, the East is wide open. Don't believe in New York. You know what I mean? Even you look at my squad, is Joel Embiid gonna be healthy? You know what I mean? Because he's sitting out right now, but now he's with a shin. You know what I mean? With a shin along with knee management. You know what I'm saying? So and an oblique because he had got elbowed or something right here or hit in the oblique or whatever the case may be. So that's you know what I'm saying? It's we don't know what's gonna happen with him on a nightly basis, a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? He ain't even in now. So it's wide open. And if they could come out here with Jayson Tatum, he's being himself, or even 85, 90% of himself, and they still can do what they've been doing all year long and add that, yeah, that'll make him a favorite for sure. It ain't no wrong with that. You know what I mean? Ain't no wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned, you know what I'm saying, Detroit, you know what I'm saying, them being young and things like that, but they also got a problem right now because we seen Asar Thompson go down with an injury, a sprained right ankle injury. Um, we don't know how long he's gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? But they said he could miss some time. Just don't know how much time it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And you got Boston second in the East. If Jayson Tatum comes back and is doing what he's doing, depending on how long Asar Thompson is out, that's a big loss for Detroit. And on top of that, don't know how long he's gonna be out. But also Ron Holland in the game against the Spurs they lost to, he got poked in the eye. So when you get poked in the eye, we don't know how serious it is. Remember Amari Stoudemire getting hit in the eye, having to go get surgery and shit like that, AD surgery, whatever the case may be. But if Asar Thompson is out, you know what I mean, how much will his absence affect the team if he's gone for a while? How do you think that's going to bode for Detroit?
No, I don't think it's gonna affect him that much. To be fair,
Hmm.
um, Boston has a bunch of players. You have Darius LeVert that can jump in right away, come to that starting lineup. Um, I think they're deep enough. To be fair, or they've been showing that they're deep enough. I think obviously defensively it's going to have a bit of some issues. Well, not really issues because he's Sir Thompson is a defensive player, but then it's going to open up them maybe a bit more offensively, right? Because now you're going to be able to spread the floor a bit more. So you win some, you lose some, right? So
Yeah.
clearly yes, it's going to be missed defensively. You know what I'm saying? Because Detroit is because he is a defensive menace like his brother. But
Yep.
on the offensive end now, it's a bit different now. On the offensive end, the floor is going to be even more open for Cade Cunningham, for Caris LeVert. You know what I'm saying? You still have Duncan Robinson coming off of those pin downs and those dribble handoffs and all these types of things. They have quite a bit of players, to be fair. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So they still got Tobias Harris, who you don't bang with too much. You know what I'm saying? But he's been reliable. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? He's been reliable. Yes, he's going to be missed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I think with this team and how they're rolling at the moment, how they're playing as a unit, you know what I'm saying? How Cade Cunningham is stranglehold, you know what I'm saying, on being one of the best point guards in the league this year.
Yes, sir.
Still got a Jalen Duran out there doing his stuff. This coming out from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Let's not talk about college basketball right now. I don't want to do that because college basketball is looking tough at the moment. But
Mhm.
I think they'll be fine. They have like a five game lead on Boston. And Boston does lose games. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they don't. As you've seen, they got their ass slapped by Charlotte the other day.
Yeah.
But because they have such a big lead, I don't think they're gonna go on and have like these 3-4 game losing streaks. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I think they'll be perfectly fine, to be honest with you.
I think it's a big loss. And as Kate Cunningham is a fucking dog, bro. Like, he's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely in that conversation for best point guard in the league. He big, he can shoot it, you know what I mean? He get to the rim, he can see the whole floor. You know what I'm saying? But you win some, you lose some. But I just think what makes Detroit Pistons so special, obviously they can score, but they get, if I'm not mistaken, I think they got the most points off steals and shit and turnovers in the NBA. You know what I mean? And they consistently do that on a nightly basis. Amen Thompson is a humongous part of that. You know what I'm saying? Ron Holland is a big part of that. Like I said, don't know how long they're going to be out. But if Asar Thompson, that's the question, and if you want to just add also Ron Holland as well, it's like, yo, that's a big loss defensively on the perimeter. You know what I mean? We're in this game today, it's, it ain't a down low game no more. It's a perimeter game type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's their two west wing perimeter defenders. And Asar Thompson is just so versatile, bro. His versatility is man, it's like him and his brother. You know what I'm saying? Eastern Conference Player of the Month as well in January. You know what I mean? So you're gonna miss him. He giving you 10 points, 6 rebounds, a few assists, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block a game. I just think, you know what I mean? I ain't saying they're going to go on a losing streak. I just think it's going to be a little tougher for them to get wins if he's not in there, because they do got more, Tobias Harris, like you said, who's been reliable for them. You know what I mean? Other guys on that squad, Karis LeVert. But, man, you're going to miss that defense.
Jalen
Duran, for sure, you know what I mean?
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, but I'm going off of even both. I know the question is Asar Thompson, but man, you add Ron Holland in there too. I just think that's a big loss. Not saying they about to lose go on a straight losing streak, but I mean, it could be some tough games ahead when they without them guys because of the impact.
They have a pretty easy schedule leading up to, to the 18th of March. They're Brooklyn, then Miami, Brooklyn again, Philadelphia, Memphis, Toronto, Washington, and Washington. So you have some time for those players. Like, you can lose 2 games out of there, you're still going to be fine.
Yeah, we still but what if Boston come out and they looking like, you know what I mean? Oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
But even if you lose 2 games, they have 5 games, a 5-game lead on them next.
Yeah, you better keep on winning and don't be losing. I know that. They better keep on, and I think they can win games. I ain't saying that, but they better keep on winning. You know what I mean? If Boston gonna come out on fire, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with that though, man. Let's talk about the NFL. Whoa.
Come on, man. You seen the schedule there, bro. They're gonna slap those teams.
Yo,
Boston, let me tell you Boston. Let me tell you Boston real quick. I just gave you those quick 7 games. Boston has Dallas, okay, Cleveland, San Antonio, OKC.
Yeah. What about the rest? What about the rest?
Washington, Phoenix, Golden State, Memphis, Minnesota. That's theirs.
Yeah, that's what.
And then OKC again.
Yeah, but it's going. Yeah, that's a run right there. You know what I mean? That's a run. They could go on.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Run.
You just name them teams again.
Hey, let's go by this. Look at
Dallas. Yep.
Okay.
I think that's a dub.
Who? Cleveland.
That could be
Cleveland with Harden now has been playing one of the best basketballs in the league right now.
They can still be had though.
Okay, but meaning it's a tough game. That's a tough game.
It's a tough game, yeah, for sure.
San Antonio, come on.
I think they lose that.
OKC, come on.
I think they lose that.
Okay, then they have Washington.
Dub.
They get that dub. Then they got Phoenix.
Dub.
Then they got Golden State.
Dub.
Then they got Memphis.
Dub.
Then they got Minnesota.
I'm already nigga. Dub.
Minnesota.
Yes.
And then OKC again.
They lose to OKC. They losing them.
Okay, so
you gave me like 4 or 5 straight dubs.
That's cool though, right? Because they can still give you 4 or 5. Remember, they're gonna have to if you're saying they're losing a couple of games, the next team's gonna have to lose a couple games, like more than them. You know what I'm saying? So if you go to Detroit, if you go to Detroit, is what I'm saying. Now Detroit's schedule is this: Brooklyn,
dub,
Miami,
dub.
Brooklyn.
That's a tough game. Miami.
So just like the tough game they have with Minnesota that you said they'll.
Yep.
Brooklyn.
Dub.
Philly.
Depending on if Joel Embiid is playing.
Memphis.
Dub.
Toronto.
Dub. Good
2 times Washington.
Good tough game, though.
That's a tough game, but let's just say they can lose that game.
Yeah.
That's fine. They can lose it. Washington 2 times.
2 dubs. That's about 5, 6. That's about 5 wins.
And then Golden State.
All right, so you basically saying it's gonna even out.
It's gonna even out.
It's a wash. All right, cool. Let's transition to the NFL, the National Football League, the sport that you have on. I ain't even seen you in no soccer hats. You talking about soccer, the best team. This is in the world. I ain't seen no soccer hats. I see all football and NBA
jerseys. I have jerseys.
Hats. Hats on your head. Hats.
I like NBA hats.
You don't like soccer hats? Oh, okay. All right. Well, fuck them then. I guess they ain't that nice. But anyway, look. Let's go to the NFL, bro, because I know the Arizona Cardinals are going to release on March 11th to Kyler Murray. And he's a hot commodity quarterback. Teams out here need quarterbacks and things like that. And I've been seeing shit linked to the Minnesota Vikings. A couple of years ago, with the same team they got, Sam Darnold was out there. They won 14 games, looking damn good, crazy good, like Super Bowl contenderish type good. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here that'll say they'll pick Kyler Murray over Sam Darnold, saying that Kyler Murray is a better quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He can run.
Said that. What was it before? Before, not now, right?
I'm just saying. I know people that and hopefully they watching. I know people that will pick Kyler Murray. You know what I'm saying, over Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? And listen, me personally, I beg to differ. I'm not a big Kyler Murray guy. You know what I'm saying? But they do got weapons out there in Minnesota. Jay Jettis, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison on the other side. And they got Jalen Naylor. They got a damn good tight end in TJ Hawkinson. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Mason back there running the football. You know what I mean? I think they're going to release Aaron Jones I think I've seen that if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But they got some weapons out there on offense. Brian Flores is still the defensive coordinator out there. Don't know what they're going to pick up in the draft. They might go defense in the draft. Who knows? But if the Vikings do acquire Kyler Murray, does this make them Super Bowl contenders? No, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not a Kyler Murray believer like that, man. This is the same guy who, when he had to get a contract, they had to put in his fucking contract that you must watch film. You must watch this many hours of film. They have the Microsoft Surface, and they can see how many hours of film you have been watching. Kyler Murray was doing fucking nothing. He was doing nothing, sitting up playing video games and all of that type of shit. To me, Kyler Murray is kind of like the definition of hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. He's very talented. He's a phenom in the state of Texas in high school. We know he did his thing at Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? In the NFL, I mean, I don't think he's just panned out, you know what I mean, to what people think it should have been. And he's a part of that. Are you studying in the film room? You know what I mean? What do you do to help your teammates get better? Are you being a leader in the locker room? And I don't think he really none of that. It ain't just go out there and play. You got to be a leader in the locker room, bro. You got to be able to galvanize your team, get your team together, and get them to believe and buy into what the fuck you got going on. What you trying to do is, you know what I mean? So the coaches got to believe in you and all of that type of shit. And I just don't think Kyler Murray is a guy that I can lean on to get my team, whether Justin Jefferson or Jordan Addison and Hawkinson or not, to the fucking Super Bowl. He's a small guy, got trouble seeing over the fucking line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? He don't make a whole lot of great decisions. You know what I mean? He will throw that ball in the ocean too. He got a rocket, but he'll throw that bitch in the ocean on the run trying to make a play, and then it's fucked up. So I don't think that makes them Super Bowl contenders at all. I think that makes them a good team in the NFC North. They'll be able to compete in the NFC North, but Super Bowl, absolutely not. Sorry. Nope, not me.
Absolutely not. And number one, why are you thinking that he's going to go there? They have McCarthy.
But you know what? I don't think they believe in J.J. McCarthy, bro. And if they do get Kyler Murray, that's just what's been swirling. You feel what I'm saying? If they do get Kyler Murray, that lets you further know that the J.J. McCarthy project is fucking done and that they made the wrong pick because he is not. I'm not a guy that's just going to get a quarterback just because quarterbacks is here in the draft and I got an early pick. If you're not a real deal quarterback, I'm not getting you. I'm going to go get a locked-up corner or a severe, very good pass rusher that can get to the quarterback on a consistent basis, or a D tackle that can, get to the quarterback on a consistent basis, or a middle linebacker who could be the man in the middle of my fucking field. I'm not, and that's what they did with the Vikings. Oh, it's a quarterback available. Let's go get him. No. I will continue if my team is like that. I will continue to get veteran quarterbacks on my fucking team. I will sign them to a 1 year or 2 year deal with an option or whatever the case may be. Bro, I'm not going to pull it. Come on, Anthony Richardson, let's go. No. Will Levis, come on. No, nigga. No. I'm not doing. That's why them teams look the way they look right now. That's why look at the Titans. They drafted the quarterback back-to-back years. Back-to-back. You got Will Levis and you got Cam Ward. Whoa, my God. Because you made a dumbass. No, I'm with you. He can play, but I'm saying they got a quarterback back-to-back years. That let motherfucker know you fucked up. You just drafted a quarterback because they was available and that's what you needed. They thought Will Levis was going to be good? I knew Anthony Richardson was going to be fucking trash. He couldn't throw in high school. He couldn't stay healthy in high school. He couldn't throw in college. He couldn't stay healthy in college. Nigga, they was 6 and 7 the year he got drafted. You feel me? They got J.J. McCarthy. I know Michigan won a national championship. That was Blake Corum running the shit out that football, breaking the Big Ten rushing touchdown record of touchdowns, nigga. The run game that they had in that fucking defense. He was not like that. So for him to even be considering or to be even swirling around that, he could go to Minnesota, that's letting you know right there, J.J. McCarthy ain't the guy. But Kyler Murray, to me, is not either. So it is what it is.
Kyler Murray hasn't shown, he's shown a little bit of flashes earlier on in his career, but that's about it. You know what I mean? There hasn't really been much else from him. That's just be honest. You know what I mean? And it's not like, he had teams where he had some good offensive weapons. So it's not as if he didn't have those necessary pieces to try and at least do somewhat well here. So let's be clear. Like what let's look at what he has done in his career so far. Let's look at his career so far. What does he have? Where's all his interceptions, which is 12 TDs. So now he has a total of 121 TDs, 60 interceptions. His first year, I would say, is his best, or maybe his second year is his best. 26 TDs to 12 ints, right? Almost 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
And that's when he was a Pro Bowler, and he was a Pro Bowler 2020, 2021. It's been 4 years since he's had a decent season. Yeah, it's been 4 years.
And see what people will allude to is like my guy, what I'm saying, my guy Devin. He a Pro Bowler, bro. He made it. I said, bro, I hate when people do that. When they say, oh, he's all pro or he's a Pro Bowler, and it was 3, 4, 5 years ago. What does that mean? You're not that now. You're not that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look to me like they got tape on the motherfucker, and And he, he be hurt. He be nicked up.
And he was hurt 11 games, 8 games, 17 games, and 5 games. Come on.
Yeah, like he missed a lot of time too, bro. That's another thing. He a small guy. He's small. He ain't even 6 feet. I don't even think he's 5'11". Shit. You know what I mean? He always nicked up. I'm cool, bro. I'm like I said, it's an upgrade from JJ McCarthy. I ain't saying
yeah,
it'd be an upgrade, but Super Bowl upgrade? Nah.
I think they'll be good offensively. I think they'll be good offensively to some degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But realistically, he still hasn't shown for the past while now that he can stay healthy. That's one. You know what I mean? 2, he's interception, he's turnover prone. You know what I'm saying? And and does he have those same legs? I think he might have those same legs. I think that was a big part of his game. You know what I mean? Them legs. He's elusive. He can run that football. Or let's say not like run it like a Michael Vick or something like that, but he can escape pressure and he can. You know what I mean? He's not like Chucky or nothing like that. I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? But he can elude it and get out. So any
juking going on is like one step and go. You know what I mean? He's not sitting there. You know what I mean? He's going one step and go and try to beat you around the edge. He's got good straight line, speedy, fast. You know what I mean? But he's very turnover prone, all that type of shit. Very.
Yeah. So I'm not a big fan of Kyler Murray. You know, especially when Ryan Clark said a long time ago.
I see that. And back in 20? I think it was 2020. It was 2020 said that.
But everyone has bad takes. It's okay. We all have bad takes. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So not Super Bowl contenders for me. They can compete, like I said, compete in NFC North, with the Bears and the Detroit Lions, and who the fuck else is up there? Shit. Oh, the Packers. But other than that, nah. That's probably that's about it. You know what I mean? Speaking of the NFC,
for the Eagles, you better go to your Eagles now. A trade tried to happen, didn't happen.
Was this breaking news?
No, a trade tried to happen. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't accept the trade, man. And that's what you wanted for the man. So I don't understand. What else do they want?
What do you mean?
The Patriots made an offer for AJ Brown, a first and a third.
Well, no, we want. No. Yeah, no. That's not what we wanted. Well, Howie is standing pat on what he wanted, which is a first and a second round pick. When Howie say first and second, it's first and second, not first and third. That's what it is. So that's not what we wanted. Howie wants a first and a second round pick, and they trying to play. You if you want AJ, you gonna have to listen. If you want him, you got to pay for him. Period. You got to pay for him. The coach wanted Sauce Gardner. I would never give up 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. But you know what? It was a glaring need for the Indianapolis coach. I explained it to Twan on the show just like this. I'm about to say it to you right now. I don't know if you was on that day or not. I explained it like this. In the streets, right? Shit might be dry. Whatever you selling, whatever it is, it might be dry. And I know it's a drought. But guess what? I'm loaded. I got mine because I ain't down to my last shit. And I know it's going for 12 on a normal basis, but since it's dry, guess what? I want 16, nigga. I want 16. Or I want 15. Because I know it's dry. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no product. And I'm loaded and you need it, nigga. I'ma up the price on you. That's what the Jets did to the coach. The coach probably would never give up 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. But it was a glaring need, and they needed it, and they went ahead and paid the 2 first-round picks for it. So it's a glaring need for the New England Patriots to have a true number 1 wide receiver. You want him? Come off what we asking for. A first-round pick and a second-round pick. Nothing less.
Okay.
That's just how that works. You feel me? So, let's go back to the NFC North because, we went to the Eagles real quick. Let's talk about the Chicago Bears because they went ahead and traded DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills. They got him up out of Chi-Town. He's with the Buffalo Bills now. You know what I mean? Do you think the Bears will regret trading DJ Moore. When we go,
Yeah, take it. There must be a two-part question. I mean, take it, regret, and does this make the Bills at least?
I got that right here. I got that. How much better? I got. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Rock with me, baby. You know what I'm saying? Would I regret trading DJ Moore? I don't think so. You know why? Because DJ. First of all, DJ Moore. He's to me. He's just not a true number one. He's talented. He can make plays, but it's just not nobody I can say, hey, go beat coverage all the time. Like, go beat coverage. I need it. You know what I mean? It's just, he can make some plays downfield, bro. Or if you get the ball in his hands quick, you know what I mean? He can, on a screen pass or a quick slant or whatever the case may be, he can make some sideline catches, but it's just not consistent enough. He had 50 catches this year. That's not number one numbers for me or for anybody. You feel what I'm saying? That's slot receiver type shit. And for the most part, Luther Burden stepped up and balled the fuck out this year. Balled out, especially towards the end of the season. Colston Loveland, they tight end. Oh my God, that boy is a fucking dog. He is a dog. You understand? Roma Dunze, they drafted him in the first round a couple years ago. It's time for him to step up and play more, and take on a bigger role as well. They still got the run game with Kyle Monunga and DeAndre Swift. You know what I'm saying? That O-line is still there. I know they center. He's 27 years old. He just retired out of nowhere, so they probably had to address that in free agency or in the draft or whatever the case may be. But the other guys are still there. Cole Kmet's still there, and I think they said, Ben Johnson, like, listen, I know what I need for my team. I'm a great football coach. I'm great at calling plays. I know what I need for my team. I got Luther Burden. I got Roma Dunze. I got my O-line. I got my running back still. And I got Colston Loveland. And I got Cole Kmet. I can come here in the draft and get somebody else, another third receiver in the draft, or do something in free agency. Ben Johnson's running the show. He knows exactly what he needs. If he thought he needed DJ Moore, he would not let him go. And I feel like Ben Johnson, whoever he bring in, he's a mastermind at calling plays, my nigga, that whoever comes in there, he's going to be able to, fit them in his system and put him where he's going to give them the best opportunity to shine. Just like we seen Luther Burden, Cole Kmet, Colston Loveland, and guys like that on the team this year shine in the receiving game for the Bears. He going to get somebody in there to fill that void. You know what I mean? And they'd be just fine. I don't think they're going to regret him at all.
Chicago, I feel like is listen, I think it's a good trade for Buffalo.
Yeah.
In the 50, listen, it's not like Caleb Williams, like, how can I put this? He's now going into a situation where he's playing with the best quarterback that he's ever going to be able to play with, right? And it's something that whether or not we think he's not a true number one, he can be like, if you're similar to like a Zay Flowers type of guy, that is a really talented wide receiver, but he's not a number one receiver. But if you're playing with a quarterback of that magnitude, he can definitely help that. You know what I mean? And that's like the big part of it. If you went for the first part of talking about the Chicago, because of Caleb Williams' rise, you're kind of, like you're like, okay, we can let go of that. You know what I'm saying? Let go of DJ Moore. And what was he on a contract too? Or was he on some getting some?
Because he got traded, so he was still in the contract.
Yeah. So it's like now you can go and get someone in a draft. And be on a rookie deal. That's a good wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? In the first round, if that's something that you do need. But they have weapons out there in Chicago. And Caleb Williams' rise, you know what I'm saying, is definitely like I think it. I don't think it was something that needed to be done. But if you're getting rid of him, it's not like they're trading away flipping, Justin Jefferson or fucking Jamar Chase or something like that. You know what I mean? So I don't think we'll be able to go up.
Texas released Joe Mixon too.
So I don't think it's going to be a big regret in that regard. But if we talk about the Buffalo, that's a big upgrade now. That's a big upgrade.
How much better? How much better can they be? How much better can DJ Moore make Buffalo?
I think it's probably going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? I think they finally have a receiver that is like supposed to be a number one receiver. He has 3 years where he had over 1,000 yards, and he's never played with someone like Josh Allen. So it's going to be a totally different totally different for them. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's gonna make them a bit more like, because they got rid of Stephon Diggs. You know what I'm saying? They're getting rid of him. So, and it's not like Diggs was out there, like he was previously. So at least you have DJ Moore, who's a guy that at least recently gave you a 1,000-yard season, which was the year before that. He had 900 something receiving yards, so damn near 1,000 yards receiving. And he's talented. He's still 28 years old. So it's like, yeah, this can help them on their offense, because everyone kind of says, oh, they relied too much on Josh Allen. You relied too much on Josh Allen when you have motherfucking one of the best running backs in the league. He was also giving you damn near 20 touchdowns a year as well. He was leading up there and rushing. So it's not like Josh Allen's out there on his own. Let's be very clear. But people tend to do that. And they say he doesn't have any wide receivers. Okay, now he's got some. Now he's got one. He also got Shakir as well. You know what I'm saying? He also got his tight end. You know what I'm saying? He also has one of the best offensive lines. So, and it's not like that defense is still good. So, it's going to help them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to hear no bullshit anymore. I don't want to hear none of this shit about, oh, he doesn't have this, doesn't have that. He has. This notion that he doesn't have, he has. And DJ Moore definitely helps them, because now they have a wide receiver that's damn near in his so-called, should be in his prime, 28 years old. And that can make a deep. He can beat player. He can beat deep. And what's his name kind of needs that one. What's his name left? That can add to his game, or cannot add to his game, because also we've seen Josh Allen has those moments in his career where he's turnover prone, right? So it's like, now that he has someone that you can go to, you know what I'm saying, that can go deep even more. Is he going to be a bit more riskier? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be one of those ones as well.
Yeah. So he can make him. So he can make him much better as far as and I'm asking you, as far as all right, because they've been to the AFC Championship game way before he was even there. Their defense is good. You know what I mean? I think they had one of the best pass defenses, if not the best pass defense in the league last year. Their run game wasn't the best because they had one of their big dogs. I think Ed Oliver, one big dog in the middle. He was out. They had a couple D linemen that was out. You know what I mean? But
their run game was really good.
No. I'm talking about the defense, on the defensive side, the defensive rush game. They had a couple guys on the D line. I know. Big Ed Oliver was out, tried to come back. You know what I mean? The playoffs, and got hurt and re-injured and shit. You know what I mean? But the offense, we know what the offense is. They got good pass defense, and with their guys coming back, you know what I mean, as far as on the line, they should have a pretty decent, you know what I mean, defensive run game as well. You know what I mean? So he got everything he need. So are you saying he can help them get over the hump to the Super Bowl? Because they've been to the AFC game before that. So what is it now? Because when you say how much better can they make them, it's like, well, hell, they already been there before. Yeah, it didn't go like that last year. I mean, not the Super Bowl, but AFC Championship game. So are you saying he's going to enhance them, more than last year to get to the second round, or the conference championship game, or the Super Bowl? What you think? How you going with that?
So this is where, because this is my thing. He can make them better offensively. Whether or not that makes them go as a team to the Super Bowl, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But if we just I'm talking strictly offensively, it helps them. You understand what I'm saying? So it gives them more options. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't know as a team, full stop, as a whole team. I don't know, because what if they're just not better than Baltimore? What if they're not better than New England? Or what if Denver? And you know what I'm saying, in terms of as a unit. What if Josh Allen regresses? But I'm just saying, from an offensive standpoint and a receiver standpoint, it definitely helps. That makes them better. You know what I'm saying? You're losing the stuff on Diggs, but you're adding the DJ Moore. At this very moment, DJ Moore's a more quality receiver than Diggs. You feel what I'm saying? So they're going to be better offensively. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I was just trying to look up just so I can have it what DJ did last year. I mean, 50 catches, Yeah, like I said, he had 50 catches, he had 682 yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean,
and DJ Moore being with Josh Allen, I expect,
okay. So let me ask you this then. Will he have a better stint in Buffalo than Stephon Diggs did? Because listen,
yes.
when Stephon Diggs went, I'm gonna keep it real. When Stephon Diggs went to Buffalo, that's when we really, we start seeing Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen came into the league throwing a lot of interceptions too, nigga. And when Stephon Diggs went there, I remember when he went there, nigga. You knew. Oh, they got a receiver now. He went for over 1,500, 8 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? 12 yards of catch. He was killing that year, bro. He had 127 receptions, had 103 receptions for 1,200 the year after that, and 10 touchdowns. Another 100 receptions, over 1,400, and 11 touchdowns in 22. Another 100, over 100 receptions, you know what I'm saying, in 23 at 11 over 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. Man, if he go there and do better than that shit, more power to him. I just don't know, bro. I don't know.
Wait. Are you talking about when?
Come on. What you mean when? I'm asking you, do you think he'll have a better stint in Buffalo than Stephon Diggs did? And that's why I wouldn't read off his Buffalo years. You know what I'm saying? He went over 100 catches every year he was there.
Oh no, he did. I think. Oh yeah, what am I bugging about? Stephon Diggs. When did he leave? Because he did well in Buffalo. He did well in Buffalo.
He got the Buffalo. He got the Buffalo in 2020.
Yeah. He did well in Buffalo, and then
that nigga was killing shit. He was killing shit.
Yeah. He did. Well, do I think he's gonna do better than him? Oh, that's a good question because he was killing. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about Stephon Diggs now.
Yeah. Okay. Stephon still went over. He had 85 catches for over 1,000 this year. He only had 4 touchdowns, but they did a lot of running too in New England. A lot of running.
Yeah, DJ Moore I think he had like 12 touchdowns or something like that. Maybe I might be lying.
No, I don't think he had that many, man.
8. How many he had?
I know he had. Hold on, I got it right here. Hold on. He had 6 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns. He's never had a double-digit touchdown year.
He never had double-digit.
The most touchdowns he's had in 2022 was 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't know about him having a better thing than Stephon Diggs before, but I'm talking about right now being with this is the best quarterback he has been with. Now we will be able to see DJ Moore be utilized
if he's enhanced more. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's cool. You know, DJ Moore just remind me of a guy, bro. Like I said, like he's a can I say he's a better Deebo Samuel? Because, and I say that because I don't like Deebo really can't run routes like that to me, right? But DJ Moore can run routes. But DJ Moore is a guy you want to get the ball in his hands quick because he got good run after catch ability. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like he's got good run after catch ability. They put him in the backfield every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he's a better Deebo Samuel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but why did New England release Stephon Diggs? Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was
it because of the legal issues?
Maybe it was that. You gotta let me see something real quick. Let me see how many years he had left on his contract, because
even though he's 32, like that's a good season that he just had. I don't know what I was talking about in terms of Stephon Diggs when DJ Moore letting him go. There's that.
So look. In 25, in March, just March of 2025, when he went to New England, they signed him to a 3-year, $63.5 million deal. $22.6 million fully guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? It says right here that they moved on to avoid his 2026 base salary, rising to $20.6 million and a cap hit of $26.5 million. So releasing him as a dead cap of $9.7 million. You know what I mean? So they still got to pay that. You know what I mean? Still got to pay that debt. That's gonna hit their salary cap, that $9.7 million right there because they released him. But This
That's
this
kind of
is
crazy, bro. So after a season like that and going to the Super Bowl, they just released that man.
I look at it like this, bro. This
That's
is Mike.
crazy,
This is Coach Mike Vrabel, who comes from the Belichick tree, and Belichick always would get rid of players a year or two ahead of time. That's what I do know, ahead of time. You know what I mean? And with a big salary cap hit like that, you know what I mean, for your receiver, whatever, maybe they felt they can move on, get younger, and get somebody on a rookie deal or a rookie contract. You know what I'm saying?
But they weren't doing that. They just tried to get motherfucking AJ Brown.
No, I'm with you, but that right there opens up more. I think that right there probably opens up more cap. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, because it saved them $16.8 million in cap space. So if you was trying to get AJ Brown, you got to be to cover the money. You got to be with the trade, the draft picks, or whatever. You got to be to cover that money. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, how much is AJ Brown's contract worth?
Shit, AJ, he's getting. Let's see, he's getting like $33 million a year, type shit.
But if you add younger, he is younger. So he's 3-year, $96 million extension in April 2024.
Yeah. Yep.
Come on now. So I guess what? They're just saying they wanted it must be the younger. I don't know. If you're releasing him, it must be something because you're coming off 1,000-yard receiving. You know what I'm saying? 17 games, 17 played. You know what I'm saying? Went to the Super Bowl with that guy. You feel what I'm saying? And then you get rid of him, release him, and then you want to go get AJ Brown. It has to be what? The younger? What has to be?
Keep this in mind too. Like I said, he come from the Belichick tree. One thing about Belichick, bro, pay attention. I don't know how much you paid attention to Tom Brady and shit, but Tom Brady wasn't on social media in New England. You can't do that shit in New England, bro. Bill Belichick don't play that shit. All that outside noise, he don't fucking play that shit, bro. Mike Vrabel comes from that. Stephon Diggs got a lot going on with the Cardi B shit. Kids and all this shit on the internet, all that what they call old school, like all that ruckus going on. Keep that in mind too. That could have also played a part. Coach Vrabel comes from that. That's how he's built. He's built like that from Belichick, bro. So imagine being raised by a fucking drill sergeant, nigga. Like, shit different. And you're gonna do shit different. So that's all I can say right here, bro. You got Lil Twan calling me right now.
I got.
What's up, little bro?
What you got going?
I'm on the show right now. I'm about to get off. Say what's up to Jordan real quick. We about to get off.
What up, Jordan?
What's good, baby? How you feeling, man? I haven't seen you in a minute, man.
What up, baby?
Chilling, man. Chilling. I haven't seen you in a minute, man.
I can't hear Jordan, bro.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got the headphones on. Yeah, that's right. I got the head. We about to get off. I'm about to hit you back.
Yeah, I'm about to hit two things real quick because we was in these. You could take off the DJ Moore thing because if we put this on, probably put this on on the socials. So we're in the thing today. You know what I'm saying? And I want your viewpoint on it. It's two things quickly before we come off. Maybe 10 minutes and we good. Okay. So we're having the conversation. Me and Dog having a conversation with Mel, everyone on the group chat. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this is one of their things. So I'm gonna let you get your rocks off, and then when you can put it, I'm gonna throw it in the group chat. Okay? Man. So this is the first thing. First thing he said was the best player he's ever seen. The best player he's ever seen played basketball. Nikola Jokic.
Who said that?
Dog.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, you tell me a player who is better than him. You know what I'm saying? All around basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
And I just let it go. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let you have that. You know what I'm saying? So in your opinion, who is the best all-around player you have seen since you've been watching NBA?
Jordan, you know who I'm gonna say, man. It's fucking LeBron, bro. Because LeBron played both sides of the ball as well. Both sides of the ball. Everywhere he went, nigga, it's finals. We're going to the finals. When LeBron,
just not for a team thing, just like in terms of skill and all that and all that.
But listen, I gotta say that because if LeBron ain't on those teams, they're not fucking going to the finals. They're not. Chris Bosh and D Wade, they're not going. They're not beating Boston Celtics. Hell, they probably wouldn't beat LeBron in Cleveland. What they had in Cleveland. So I guess that's why I said that. Like he's the reason these teams went to the finals. That guy, and he played both ends of the fucking floor. The imprint that he put on the game, all of that matters, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to say Jokic can shoot it better than LeBron? All right, that's cool. He can shoot. Can he shoot three? I don't know what the percentages is or whatever. I don't know. But what I do know is that LeBron puts organizations on his back. On his back. And when they leave, they go down the fucking drain to the lottery.
Can we not say that Nikola Jokic does the same thing?
Well, we have
Jokic. He carries them boys.
No, was he? I tell you what, he ain't carrying no teams like we ain't seen him do it like LeBron teams. He ain't had no teams like that. He ain't had no teams like that. And when I didn't carry and put teams in the finals when they wasn't even supposed to be there. I know he got 3 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? That they went to the final. Well, they went to the finals once and they won. Yeah. They ain't been back. So he's a great player. Let's not get it twisted. You said you might put him in the top 10 of all time. We can have a discussion one day. You know what I mean? I love Jokic. Jokic is a beast, bro. He's a beast. He's a flat out beast. You know what I mean? But they ain't been back to the finals since. He ain't put them on. He got it good and been having good teams. You feel what I'm saying? So we talking about all around basketball player. It's LeBron fucking James because of what he does, what he has done, and what we see him do over these years. I ain't seen Jokic in the finals 10 years in a row. And it's because of him. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen him take teams and be like, man, damn, they there? He took that. He ain't did that. That's an all-around basketball player. No, not Jokic. No, sorry.
Then the next one. So now this is the one where I'm kind of like confused, but this is kind of, it's just a weird, odd one for me. So what do you really think about because all this talk that's happening with Luka now, right? You see with Luka, how people are getting at Luka in terms of his defense, all this stuff. I already have my opinion on that, okay?
All right.
I already have my opinion on that. But we were having the conversation, and I was like, Mel was saying, how was that a bad trade? And I said that's a bad trade. And it's clearly a bad trade because Nico Harrison got his ass fired because of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can we not say it's a bad trade? And on top of that, who you traded him for, you traded him to the guy that you supposedly traded him for, right?
Right.
And his stuff, his thing, he had his reasonings on why he thought that it wasn't a bad trade. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the things that we talk about, him complaining, people not him not being able to play defense and all these other things, right? And my thing solely was, through all of that, he still brought them to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like clearly it's like he can still do all that with all those things that you have that against him. He still brought that team to the finals. You know what I'm saying? And he carried that team to the finals. Kyrie was there too. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But he carried that team to the finals.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So It's like you just get rid of someone such a young age that has already done that for you, brought you to the Western Conference Finals and all that so quickly because he complains and he doesn't play D. So it's like, and then you're saying that trade was a good trade or whatever because of all those reasons. So I didn't really get that. So, and he can have his opinion, and which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I hope they want to get him on here and get his opinion even more on it. But what do you think? Do you think now that, all this is, especially because you're a Lakers guy and Luka's on your team?
I'm a LeBron guy. But I want to.
Well, you're a Luka guy too. You're a Luka guy too.
Yeah, but I want to see the Lakers. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I want to. Yeah, for sure. I want to see him win.
So, what do you think that trade was good? Now that you see that's your team, like the team that you support and all that. Like, do you think that was a good trade? And now that we can see it kind of unfold, how it's going to be probably looking like.
I'm gonna come out here and say the same thing I said before. No, it was not a good trade. because what they did was get rid of Anthony Davis, a rim protector, somebody that can also give you 26 and fucking 12, those type of numbers. We know he got an injury history. We already know that, you know what I mean? But I'm saying when he's on the floor, it's 26, 12, and he's giving you defense on the other end. That's not what the Lakers needed at that present moment in time. They needed somebody to play center. That's why I was calling for a Vucevic. You know, somebody that could also stretch the floor. You know, I mean, he's in Boston right now. Ain't like he lighting it up, but I'm just saying, I'm not, even though he ain't lighting it up, I'm not about to just leave him out there. I'm not going to treat him like motherfucking Andre Drummond. I'm going to be out there so the floor could be open. And it's another big body on Jokic. You know what I'm saying? So that way, instead of Anthony Davis having to play the 5, then AD could come over and help off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like if it get hectic or whatever, you feel me? That was what the Lakers lacked. When you got rid of Anthony Davis for Luka, yeah, this is somebody that can give you 30 plus a night. He can give you, you know, I don't know his exact numbers this year. I know he's giving you over 30. You know what I mean? We know points, rebounds, and assists. But you gave up protection. You gave up protection. I could use so many analogies in this shit, bro. You could be a good offensive fighter in boxing, but if you ain't got no defense, you're going to get your ass knocked the fuck out. Mm-hmm. You could be a great offense in the NFL. If you ain't got no defense, you getting your ass slapped. You could be putting up points in the NBA. Lakers put up points, but guess what? They ain't got no fucking defense. And listen, now you don't have no defense on a perimeter and down low. I just feel like they lost too much. Even like you could talk about the complaining and shit, yeah. But even besides that, you still lost too much. The complaining only makes it worse. How many times we see Luka complaining to the referee and the whole team up half court already? Mm-hmm. How many times we see that? You know what I'm saying? There's no down low. I said the Lakers like down low presence. They like perimeter defense. He's a cone out here. I know he went to the finals in, what was that, 23? 24? 24? Was it 24? I think it was 24. They played Boston, so 2 years ago. Because last year, OKC, so yeah, the 24-25 season, they was in the finals. I said, Luka went God mode, bro. They did have Kyrie, but Kyrie was not playing like that. So Luka went God mode. He put the team on his back. He got everybody involved. Everybody, was confident. Boom. You know what I'm saying? They did that. But what it ain't been like that since then. I know it's only been a couple of years, but they ain't going this year either. It wasn't a good trade because that's not what they needed. It wasn't what they needed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Both teams. Yes. AD already up. He already up. He gone. They already ready to say, you know what? Cooper Flag, it's your show now. AD's gone. Yeah, he hurt, but he's gone. How'd that work out for him? Nico Harris is gone. The Dallas Mavericks didn't need to get rid of Luka. They should have built more shit around him so they can be back where they were the year prior. The Lakers didn't need Luka Doncic because Anthony Davis was too valuable. He's rim protection, he's rebounding, two things that they absolutely suck at, and another guy who can go out 1 through 5. Luka can't. They lost too much. It doesn't make sense. Listen, the guy I'm about to say next, I'm not saying they equally talented players or whatever. I'm just saying, you trade Luka for a James Harden. They both suck on defense. They both can give you points, rebounds, and assists. Can Luka do more? Yeah, he can do more. James Harden's not his prime no more, right? But that's who you get rid of somebody for. That's for some shit like the same player. The same player. This didn't make sense. Look at what the Lakers lost. Look at what the Mavericks lost. Not a good trade. Sorry. And I was on Instagram. I put out my video. And everybody was, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. That's the one they took down. Motherfuckers was calling everybody niggers and shit like it went crazy. It went to Kobe. It was so many people commenting on that shit. It was so much racist shit going on, bro. And they just took it down. I didn't delete shit. They took my shit down. They ain't know what I was talking about. Oh, you don't know basketball. Look at him. Look now. And I did one asking where everybody at that said I knew what I was talking about. Where y'all at now? Where y'all at now? Crickets.
Yeah. All right.
One more thing. Yeah. I said the Lakers like rim protection. You suck at shooting. Your perimeter defense. And the two guys you got, DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes, I don't even think combined they average more rebounds than Anthony Davis. And if it is, it's probably about one. When he was with the Lakers. Real shit. Mm. Ayton might be, I think he's giving you 8 rebounds a game. Jackson Hayes giving you 3 or 4. That's 12. AD was giving you 26 and 12 and shit. Come on, man. Come on, dog. That's a damn shame. So if they did have Anthony Davis, you know how many things you take off that list? Look at my hands. You take off rebounding. They got that. Rim protection. You got that. You know what I'm saying? It makes it less for the Lakers. Less hard for the Lakers, bro. Less difficult for the Lakers.
No, I mean that makes sense, and I think that's a good point. That so Nico Harrison. The reason why I think it was a bad trade was Dallas didn't need to get AD, right? Because they built that team was built for Luka, and it worked. Because you can't say it didn't work if you're getting to a finals and you're getting to a Western Conference Finals. And all that stuff, right? Like we can't say it didn't work. So the players around Luka, it matched his skill set and what he lacked and what was his strengths, right? Now that when you trade a player, because now when you trade a player like AD and Luka, and then Luka goes over to the Lakers, now that team was built for an AD, was built for the LeBrons and the ADs, and now you bring over Luka. Like I think it would have been fine if you maybe have traded LeBron for Luka. I think that would be fine. If you would have done that, it wouldn't. But trading AD and Luka, because now it's like you get rid of that, then the shooting around, because you need shooting around a Luka. You need defenders around Luka. But then you have one of your better players who's also, his name is Reeves, and he can't defend either like that. And then you also have LeBron, who's 40 something. He's not defending like he was in 2012, 2013. So it's like it's way different now. You know what I'm saying? So I think but the only thing is with the Lakers is because there's so much, because Luka's so young, you're gonna have time, and when LeBron leaves, to build that around him now, right? Like you can do that. And then with Dallas though, they got AD, and they didn't even allow it to even see if it can work because he was injured, and then they just got rid of it. So if you didn't tell me who lost the trade, it'd be Dallas.
Yes,
lost it more than the Lakers.
And here's the thing. Y'all, they know AD get injured. They know this. They know this. So, I mean, it shouldn't be a shock that he did. But even still, at that present moment in time, it's not what was needed. It's not. It's not, bro. It's not, man. And that's why I said, I'm talking about right now. When it happened, I meant right then. I ain't talking about motherfucking, if you're talking years from now, that's different. At that moment right there, it's not what was needed. I'm sorry. And it shows. So, it is what it is, man. I'll be wanting to get in that. It should be so much going on, man. And that motherfucker, I'll be out and about, or even when I do check that motherfucker, it's like, y'all, them niggas I see 999. I'm like, God damn. Yeah, I'm gonna go and sit this one out. I might scroll through sometime. I'll be like, God damn, these niggas just sending motherfucking books to niggas, man, and voice messages a minute and 30 seconds too. I'm like, God damn. I said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sit this one out, man. You know what I mean? But I might hop in there one day, man. I'm gonna put this shit out though. You know what I mean? That way they can go ahead and see it. Hear what the fuck I had to say, hear what you had to say, whatever the case may be, get somebody else's opinion too, because But excited to watch some basketball tonight. You know what I mean? We're going to see what Jayson Tatum going to do in his return. I know he's not going to have, 30, 40 minutes. He's going to be out there 15 to 20 probably. You know what I mean? Monitor that Achilles, see how he's moving on the floor. Yeah, man. And, that's it, man. You know what I mean? Anything else on your mind, my guy?
Nah, man. I'm going to get ready, go to my game, man. That's what I'm going to do.
Don't be out there getting
not on my mind.
Don't be out there getting
No,
the ball
no.
stole on you, stole
Yeah,
from you and
right.
shit.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Give me,
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? You know,
I'm
I
playing
don't.
45 minutes today, so that's about it. Then I'm done.
You said what now?
So, said I'm only playing 45 minutes today. So,
So what's that? You only one half?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
really have nothing else to say really on that. Unless I think those are good, the best players I've seen, that I've seen play. I think I'm gonna need to check and look at that because there's like it's not like this is not a biased take, and this is like my honest real take. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never really thought about it, but when I think about like the best player I've seen like since I've been watching basketball, like how I have been now, like there's like so if I'm talking about a one season, like the 2015-16 Steph Curry, the 2018 LeBron James, like those players come to mind to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From like the best that I've seen, where I'm like, what the fuck, man, this nigga is terrorizing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing is, Jokic is up there too. Like it's not like I don't want to sit there and act like Jokic because the numbers that he's putting up, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, consistently is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But then I would just have to add a bit of context to it where he's not really having any is like because the centers now is kind of died down in the league.
I said that on the show, bro. I said that
Yeah,
when we were talking about Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic. I said when Nikola Jokic, he bully balls a lot of these slender centers. Remember we talking about the slender centers? Remember I just kept talking about how AD not really a center. You get Vucevic over here, and then AD can come help over. It's a lot of slender centers. Jokic is big. He bullies them. I came out here and said I watched him bully Anthony Davis from the 3-point line all the way down to under the rim. Not a
when was
5
this?
6
What
shot
year?
in the playoffs. 20 in the playoffs. Lakers
20
motherfucking
what?
Nuggets. Lakers Nuggets.
What, the
Lakers.
bubble?
Nah, man, not the bubble. We're talking about when they was on the way, when they was the Nuggets, when they was on their way to the finals type shit, 2022, 23 type shit. Bully ball that nigga from the 3-point line all the way down under the rim. I said when he gets this Joel Embiid, he can't bully him like that. And I came out here and said I would have loved to see Jokic against, the centers. You know what I mean? Whether it's the center-driven league, and those guys are not slender. You feel what I'm saying?
What's the thing about Jokic though is that because he can stretch the floor,
Yeah,
right? Like so he's gonna be able to stretch out those bigs,
I
and
gave
his
him that.
passing ability is like
Yes,
he's one
I
of the
gave,
best passers I've ever seen in my life. You know what I
I
mean? So
gave him that. All I'm saying is, Jordan, the amount of shots that he gets right under the rim, it probably wouldn't be that easy because he's not backing those guys down, just physically bullying those guys when it was a center big man driven league. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't get boys buckets because he can, and he's skilled. You know what I mean? Every 3-level scorer. You know what I mean? But I'm saying Jokic is he will bully ball Bam, AD, Lively, all of those guys under the rim and get what he wants. He wasn't doing that to Joel Embiid because he was his size. He was strong as well. So just imagine if that's another, a Ewing or Elijah Wan or David, you know what I mean? It's going to be a little more difficult against those guys that are center-driven league. That's all I'm saying for him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's why a bit of context kind of has to go into that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, those is kind of the players that I look at that that I've seen that's like, yo, these guys are is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, watching them. But like that 2018 Braun, I'm not
Man.
even a Braun guy. So it's not like I'm not, I don't sit here and cape for Braun. Yes. But that 2018 Braun, bro, like come on, bro.
That right there.
I told Navin, I said, I think the 2018 Braun is the best Braun. Like even LeBron.
The most complete.
The most complete.
Yes.
Yeah.
You right. You have no disagreeing there for me, my boy. Because I was saying, I was like, me and my wife, we watch. You know what I mean? We this is sports house, bro. This is a sports house, a sports family, sports house, all that. We watch, baby. So they're like, God damn, this nigga, man, this nigga, man, is crazy. And I'm like, I knew they was gonna lose in the finals, you know what I mean? Both times, you know what I mean? But even especially in 2018, I'm like, I don't even give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck. This nigga is a fucking dominant force, man. This nigga is totally 2018 Braun was you ain't never gonna see that. You ain't gonna see that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And that's why I like this. And when I say Steph 2015, 16, I don't think that was his best. I think the most complete Steph was 2022 when he was stronger. He can defend. Like now he's like a bit stronger. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the most complete Steph. You know what I'm saying? But seeing the 2015, 16 Steph was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what is this guy doing? You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't missing nothing, nigga. Every time he threw that,
he was nothing.
I just knew it was going in every time.
So it's like when I'm looking at players, I'm looking at the best players that I've seen play. Like those players come to mind. You know what I mean?
Look though, one of the coldest moments though, you know, I'm not a Steph. I'm a LeBron guy, so I'm not a Steph guy. I respect him, you know what I mean? But I'm not. Oh, Steph, you know what I mean? One of the coldest moments. I think it was that year, the 2015-16 year. Overtime against OKC. I think it was overtime.
Yeah, the bang one.
Even still, nigga, that motherfucker was coming up court, soldiers calm, clock was ticking down. And I think Andre Roberson may have been a defender. I'm watching the game, Joe. I'm like, what is this nigga doing? He better step the fuck up. And it was too late. Man, he shot that motherfucker. I'm just like, that's it. That's cash. That's cash. And it was definitely that. It was definitely that. Yeah. That's one of the coldest moments. And I'm talking about, it was prime time. It was OKC versus Warriors. KD, Russ. You know what I'm saying? And the game was very, because I think was that the game winner? I think it was the game winner. That was the game winner. And the game it was boom. It was this close. And I think OKC had the lead, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I know it was 118-118.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So boom. Oh, overtime. Yeah. So, okay, overtime. It was going to go into double overtime, correct?
Yeah.
That was a cold ass moment right there, boy. That moment right there, boy. That shit was legit, boy. Because it's like if you was a basketball fan, first of all, you know, if you're a fan of whatever sport, the primetime game you watching, especially if it's two teams, it's like that. This was Warriors OKC. Nigga, the basketball world was watching that shit. You know what I mean? That very moment right there, wasn't no other games on. Was this a weekend? I think it was a weekend, bro. And if it was the weekend, you know what I mean, on a Saturday night, I know that was the last game that was on 8:30, coming on 8:30. Nigga, they wanted all the odds to be on that game. That moment was so fucking cold, bro. It was so calm.
It was probably one of the best like basketball.
Yeah, when he was bringing all up the floor, it was like the calm before the storm. The calm before the storm. That shit was cold, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, man. I'm gonna put this shit out though. Let them niggas say what they want to say. You know what I mean? And we'll come back on here and try to get mail on here, you know what I mean? And then go at it again. You feel me? So shit. For the viewers right now, man, appreciate y'all for watching, sticking around and shit. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things under the lights. Happy Friday to everybody here in the US. If you're down under in Australia, have a marvelous Saturday and have a fun weekend. Jordan, you go out there and kill them niggas on the field and don't go out there and get killed. You understand me? So, man, listen, that's our show for the day, and we gone.